And to discuss more, we are now being joined by Dr. Vandana Singh from New Delhi. She is chairperson at Aviation Cargo Federation of Aviation Industry in India. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us on the broadcast on WION World this morning.
Thank you so much for having me on your show. It's an honor. Thank you.
Ma'am, now that we know that the black box has been recovered and Boeing has also sent their team for helping in the investigation, can you walk us through what we should expect in the days coming by in terms of the timeline and the procedure?
Absolutely. I believe there is going to be a thorough investigation. We believe there are experts from the Boeing that are already here or on the way here. We know that for sure that the US is assisting us. UK is sending its own team of experts, and along with our experts and the black box data, the voice data recorder that has been recovered, this is going to give us the exact sequence of events that happened inside just moments before the crash and the reasons that there was no way out but for it to turn into a ball of fire and collapse. Having said that, of course, we know that the passenger on 11 Alpha survived, and he's talking of a blast just 30 seconds after takeoff. We do know that the aircraft took the full length of the runway, which a Dreamliner, a robust aircraft, requires. That did. But then the thrust never happened, the lift never happened, flaps were questionable, and I still maintain, and actually I was making a note of it, that this looks like a full FedEx failure, which is a full authority digital engine control failure, which means complete software electrical malfunction that happened. And by this time, 70 to 80%, it was also on the takeoff speed. It could not have retracted back, and this caused this crash. Of course, it's going to reveal, the black box is going to reveal the exact cause of the crash, but I still maintain what I have said. Over to you.
Right, ma'am. And there are a few key elements that investigators say will be crucial in understanding the cause. Of course, the black box data is one, testimony from the sole survivor is another, and the CCTV footage that is surfaced are, of course, crucial markers for us to understand what actually happened. And from your perspective, how much weight will each of these carry in the final probe?
This is going to carry a lot of weightage. We know that the Dreamliner has got a very good health record so far. A lot of airlines all over the world employ Dreamliners. And this is one of the most catastrophic crash that has happened over here on this flight. But I also hear of the incoming flight, which is the same equipment that flew in from Delhi to Ahmedabad. And the same equipment took off to Gatwick post that there were malfunctions in there, that there were software issues, that the air conditioning was not functioning, that the entertainment system was not functioning, that it was very hot inside. So there were certain glitches which were already there. Of course, when the aircraft was checked in Ahmedabad, I am pretty sure that the authorities, the maintenance, the teams, the engineering teams did their bit to make sure that there is no fault. Otherwise, the aircraft would not have taken off. The checks were all complete and done. Having said that, the statement from these four is going to make a lot of impact in constructing the entire sequence of events by the investigators. But I do expect a total failure that happened just when the flight took off, when the lift did not happen. And there are enough warning systems on this aircraft, and if the flaps were up, then the aircraft would have never gone up, because the flying pilot and there's a monitoring pilot would have actually not allowed it at all. So yes, a lot of questions need to be answered, and these four survivors are definitely going to give us and reveal certain crucial points. Over to you.
Right, ma'am. And while we're talking about the health record of the Dreamliner, do you think it's also crucial to talk about that how the Ahmedabad incident is the first hull loss involving a Boeing 787? The Dreamliner has in fact been at the center of controversy since a while now. And does this raise questions about the structural integrity of the aircraft, according to you?
It does. I think that we now need zero tolerance. Of course, we are in an industry, accidents happen, incidents happen, but at the same time, with technology advancing by the second as it is crucial and pertinent that there is zero tolerance. So definitely, these are going to be raised. Boeing is answerable. There have been accidents before, not with the Dreamliner dash 787 dash series, but of course with others. So yes, there are questions to be answered. And since, of course, Air India here involved has ordered so many other Boeings already, which are in the process of being manufactured and being sent to us, the question arises that they better have their act right and make sure that there is zero tolerance. Over to you.
Right. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us on the broadcast and sharing your perspective with us. Of course, we'll have to wait for the final investigation report to analyze and understand what actually caused the fatalities that have shocked the nation.
Thank you so much for having me on your show. Thank you.